Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and today you guys I'm going to do a brow tutorial. As you see, I have very minimum amount of brows, but y'all, I can fix them, okay? I grew out my brows, but yet I turn around and re-arch them, and I have to say I do have like blonde sparse brows. And so it's real easy to over pluck or over wax. Like, yeah, my brows is so super fine and thin that it's really easy to overdo. But I'm going to show you what I want to do. And there's a particular like style that I want to do that was very popular when I was in not elementary, but middle school and high school. So I wanted to do that too. So I don't have no other makeup on because I'm going to come back with a makeup look. But I want to do the brows first because if I put the makeup on, I'm just going to put my fingers all on my face and it's just going to mess up the makeup look. So yeah, you guys, what I use is just basic things. I get me a spoolie. However, this is like a eyebrow brush on that end and a spoolie, but I'll just need the spoolie. And I also have a tweezer here to tweeze out some of the hairs there. And also I have a razor, an eyebrow razor here, just to make sure I smooth out the skin so the skin will be smooth where I have plucked brows or whatnot. Or if I wanted to put another arch or something, I usually use a eyebrow brush or eyebrow razor, eyebrow razor to help me to create an arch. However, I'm not going to do that because you see my brows is very thin, but I will use this just to smooth out the area underneath my brows and on top and around. And then of course I've got a brow pencil. This is the Revlon Color Stay Brow Creator here. This one here is new and I like it. It does have a spoolie on this side and it's real easy. It's one of those retractable type of brow pencil. So I like that. And then I have this Katy Perry CoverGirl cat eye eyeliner, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. So yes, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I do is I comb out my brows. I think I'm going to have to push that little string of hair back here. Or, yeah, there we go. So I just basically comb through the brows. And I'm going to get my mirror so I don't have to turn this way and you guys can't see what I'm doing. But I comb through the brows real good. And then that way I know exactly like what to pluck and razor off and what not to, okay? Because I don't want to just take all of it off and not have a brow. So I just brush through it. And a lot of times I brush, I use the spoolie to just comb my brows up and over like that. And then what I do is I take my tweezer and I just grab those hairs that's really easy to grab and pluck, because that way my brows won't grow back so fast if I pluck those little extra hairs rather than using the razor. So that's what I like to do first. Just get rid of those hairs there or pluck those hairs, so it'll be 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks before I have to pluck again. And that I love. So I'm just getting those little new growth pieces of hair right here. Just grabbing them. Just like that. And I have to say this tweezer here is amazing. but I can tell it's about time for me to repurchase another one, because this one right here, sometimes it grabs the hairs and sometimes it takes a while to just grab onto the hairs and pull them. But as you can see on there, you'll see little hairs. See it right there in between. I know some of y'all probably say, who wants to see that? But I just thought I'd let you see that I am actually plucking hair here. So I do the underside of the brow first. That helps me to keep the arch that I have. So I'm just removing or just plucking the hair that is grown back without touching the actual brow arch or the brow shape. So that is what I'm doing. All right, so I feel like that's pretty darn good. Now, usually, sometimes I do go ahead. See, that already looks better than this side. You can tell that there's some rough or new growth hair there, but over here you can tell that's smooth already. So what I do is I comb through the hair again, and then I basically look at it and go, do I need to pluck some of the other hairs or not? Should I just leave it alone or whatnot? In this case, I'm going to leave it alone because I don't have a whole lot of hair. And then I look up here on top, and what I basically do, you guys, I never pluck the hair on top because I always want my hair to grow up there. In other words, it's not good that your brows is sparse and thin. It's not really pretty, but I wouldn't want my brows to be thin and sparse up here on top. Because usually I think, in my opinion, from what I see, you get a lot of growth up here on top of the brows, and you get it faster than down here below the brows. So basically the hair on top grows faster than the hair down here. So I try not to pluck those hairs. I just basically grab my razor, and I always, you can use these razors a few times. I say about at least 2 or 3 times. But every time I use my razor, I do spray it with alcohol just to make sure it's sanitized, because I'm, using this around my eyes. So always use some alcohol, spray your razor. However, the razor will only last probably 2 or 3 times because you're spraying alcohol on it. And plus, a razor just gets dull. So what I do is I go ahead and just go ahead and razor the little leftover little hairs, maybe a few of my peach fuzz hairs that I may not pluck. Go ahead and go across this area and smooth it out on the bottom. And then I go back on top afterwards, but I always do everything from the bottom first. That's just the way I do, because once again, I don't want to hurt the hair that is on top, because that is the hair on top, in my opinion, grows faster than the hair on the bottom. So just saying. And I think if all of you try this out, you'll see what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm just just smoothing this side out. And what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to put down the mirror and actually look into this mirror, because I can pull my brow up a little bit. This does help so you do not cut yourself. And it also helps because you're actually holding the skin, taut? Is it taut or tight? And that way you can really get in there and just smooth that skin, that hair, and get all those loose hairs all underneath the bottom and all of that. You just getting all of that smooth out. And you have to come up closer to the mirror. You definitely don't want to grab any extra hair. And I do like to hold my skin like this and actually shave with this razor. I get a better shave, a smooth shave. And then I go back the opposite way. As you can tell, I went down this way at first. Now I'm going to hold my skin and I'm going to go back up. Some people may not agree with this, but I find that the skin is softer and I get a lot of that hair removed so easy when I shave downward and then I go back and shave upward. However, when you go back and shave upward, be careful, because this way here, like when you shave upward, you can cut your skin so easy. So that is smooth, you guys. That's smooth enough for me. So what I do is I kind of wipe this off because there's hair on there, okay, and some excess. So I guess our dead skin cells is, we remove that as well when we use a razor on the skin. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go across the top of my brows just to remove that little hair right up in here, and it's not a lot because, like I said, you can't really see mine. Mine is mostly like peach fuzz. And I can't use that little mirror, y'all. So I'm going to hold my eye or my brow like this. And I just go downward. I don't go back upward when I do this area. Like I only go across it downward like this. That way when the hair grows back, it'll grow back in the same way it grows. I don't want to go back through there and actually shave my hair on top in all kind of different directions, and then the hair on top grows back in all different directions. I prefer the hair to grow downward, okay? So that way I'm just going to remove the hair this way, which is using the razor downward. That's just the way I do it. Not telling you what to do. You do what you want, but I just thought I would do this video. So for me, that is good. Like I'm a little red. I don't want to get extremely red, but that to me is good. And when it comes down to the front of my brows, I just leave it a little wild. I don't even like really tame that in the front, because sometimes I like to draw my brows on to look thicker. So I like this front part to look a little wild and not so thin and so precise. Okay, so since I'm done with this brow, what I do is I go ahead and shave the middle part right here between the brows, because we know we got hair right there, and I just hold my skin tight like and do the same very thing. Just go through there and remove that excess hair right there in the center. Just like that. Okay. Okay. And you can come on across this way, that way. No, you can even do your whole entire nose. But I do that another way, and I will create a video on that and show you how I exfoliate these days. So now it's just this other brow, you guys, and most likely I'm going to go ahead and just edit this out because it's going to be the same thing. But if you look at my brows, as you can see, this brow looks more neater, even though it's thin as crap. But look how wild this side look, because I still have some loose, like little new growth coming out, and I need to pluck it, and it's looking a little wild. And over here, this side looks a little more neat, a little bit more defined. However, my brows look so thin. I have hair right there, but y'all, you can barely see it. So yeah, my hair is like red blonde and a little brown. It's brown, red, and blonde, so you really can't see it as good. But if you look at it, this side does look neater than this side. This side looks like, oh, it needs to be, you know, fixed up and trimmed up a little bit, although they're very thin. So yeah, you guys, let me go ahead and do this side, and yeah, let's get on to the next part of the brow tutorial. Now what I'm gonna do right here in the front, I'm gonna try to like arch the front, like going down this way. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna sort of straighten these out because they look a little wild. And what I do is you just saw me, I just comb this upwards like this, comb both sides upward, and then I just go over and just kind of cut the top like that and pull it up like that. So let me just grab my mirror because I'm not even, but I don't like to grab the mirror because I feel like I'm going to mess up. I like to look into this mirror, but you get the idea. Comb it up and then just go across, and just like, for instance, this piece here, I'm just going to pull it up and cut it just like that. And that gives the brow an arch right there in the front, just like that. Sort of like waxing, but not as good, but it's pretty good. I think anyway. See there? It looks a little neater, a little bit more groomed. Just like that. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm satisfied with this. As you see, it looks so much groomed. It's soft. Like, no lie, y'all. Like right here, underneath my brows and stuff, feels so soft and so groomed. So now when I put my highlight on, it's gonna, you know, the color's gonna just flow. My concealers and all of that I use on my eyelid and all that is gonna just smooth on really nice. And that's one thing I love about doing that. So it was time for it. So look at that. My brows look so much better and groomed that if I really don't want to have anything on my brows, I don't have to because I've got them really, really groomed. Now, the next thing that I do from here, I just cleaned off the razor and I'm cleaning the tweezer here, which is clean. There's no hair up in there. So remember that. You need to clean your utensils, your razor, and your tweezers off. It's just good hygiene. So now what I'm going to do is basically put some brow color on, and then I'm going to do something that I think is so cute, and this style came out back in when I was in middle school and high school, and I really like it. So, but the first thing I do is I use the Revlon Color Stay Brow Creator. This one is in blonde, I believe. Okay, so I just go ahead and just basically do my brows. Just trace them. Okay, just put the color on. And because I've arched my brows now, everything is just going to go on so easy and arched. Like, so easy and precise is what I'm saying. So I just filled in the brow, and I'm not going to do the other side. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I was talking about. After filling in my brow, you can take an eyeliner pen, and I have one, but it's dried out. And the one that I've been using is called, if I can find it, It's the LA Colors Precise Eye Marker. It creates fine and bold lines. This is my favorite when you want to create those fake like eyebrow hairs that everybody be doing. Okay, that's what I like, but this one is dried out, so I'm not going to use it. This one right here creates this style that came out back when I was in middle school and high school, and I really wanted to do this. And what it was, y'all, everybody was, not everybody's, a good bit of teens and people were actually getting clippers and actually like lining the brows, and they would actually cut the brow hair and you would have lines. And I thought it was cute. I thought it was, I just thought it was really just like really fab for some reason. And my mom wouldn't let me do it. So this is another way you can do that same look if you want to, if you still like that. Because I'm a 90s girl, okay? I mean, that was like my time. That's just me, okay? So I love the 90s. So this is like a 90s style, but it's still the same style as what a lot of people are doing, which is putting those little strokes in the brows to make the brows hairs, or to create fake brow hairs. It's similar, but mine is a little different, and you'll see. So what I did yesterday is I just basically, and this is a black pencil, so you're going to be able to see it. So I just line it like that and put little lines all the way through it. And honestly, this do give my brow like a more fuller brow effect. But it's also really unique because you see the lines, you can actually see the lines. And I think that's so cute, especially when I put on my makeup. I think that looks so cute. And this is how everybody used to do it back in the day. I'll show you. They didn't do it all the way. Well, some people did. Some people actually used the clipper and actually just like cut a piece of hair off, skip a piece, then, shave another piece, skip a piece of hair, shave another. So some people really did do it like this, but majority would just do it on the end. And I'm going to show you this. Okay, so I'm going to use my Revlon eyebrow pencil again and fill in my brow because, of course, you see I have thin brows. Who knows? I might actually do that. I might just get my razor and actually do this to my brows. I just might do that, you guys. Grow them back out again and then do this style or recreate this style like the real way and not just makeup and pretense and acting. Y'all, I don't know where that went to, but I'll find it. Okay, so then I take this pencil again, this CoverGirl pencil, and what a lot of people used to do is they used to just put the lines on the tail end, and I'll show you, just like one there, and a lot of times I've seen people do it 3 times, like that, and they wouldn't mess with the other portion of the brow. And that was a style. Yes, it was a style, and many people had their brows done like that. So that was a style there. Yes, believe it or not, it was. And it was really cute at the time, and I really wanted to do it, but my mom was like, no. So I didn't do it. But I'm just going to go ahead and finish lining the other portions of my brows. And this just makes my brows look a little thicker. And also it just gives my brows this different little look that I like. I just think it's like really cute in a way. It's just different and cute, and I like it. I did this yesterday and I go, This is like leopard print, whatever you want to call it, cheetah print, whatever. But you get what I'm saying. It's like different. So I'm different. So yeah, that's just me. So there you go. And look up front, like up close. I just love that. And especially with makeup, it looks really cute. So that is my brow routine, you guys. That's what I've been loving to do, is to put these lines on my brows. First, fill them in, and first trim them, tweeze them really nice and neat, and then go in with a brow pencil to fill the brows in, and then go in, put these little lines in it, and it just looks so unique up close. It looks like it's been, like, my brows sort of look like they've been tattooed, but yet it has this like little stylish theme to it that sort of look like leopard, like stripes, or stripes, like stripes. What is it? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish putting on my makeup, and then I'm going to come back and let y'all take a look at the overall look, the overall picture with makeup on. And so this will also, the second part will also be another video that I will post over here on my channel, so that you get to see this foundation and all and what I do, okay? And I'm gonna try to make it as quick as I can and don't be so long. So certain pieces I'll probably just cut out so the video won't be so extremely long, because y'all know I can really make some long videos. But yeah, you guys, hold on. Let me start my makeup. Let me go ahead and do that, and I'll come back and let y'all see the finished look with a full face of makeup.